What's up, invaders? Joe here. Today we're gonna go into a bank and kill fight. Nah, I'm just joking. Okay, welcome to my channel. Hajime Mashite, nice to meet you. Listen, before I start the video, I would like you to like the video, subscribe. I know everyone says this, but like, subscribe, comment if you like it, and hit notifications. Okay? I also like to give a shout out to my friend Daniel and his channel, Daniel Card Opening. Basically, he does Pokemon. He's kind of like Max Mofo, but he just opens Pokemon cards. Alright, I'll be doing a collab with him soon, so yeah. Alright, with that out of the way, let us begin. With Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Okay, Sekiro is the latest installment of the Soulsborne franchise. But Joseph! The Sekiro's a Souls game, you fucking faggot! Alright, listen. For one thing, Sekiro is, I consider, a Souls game, because Sekiro has made the mechanics that make a Souls game, you know, I'm not going to go into it. I have limited storage. And also, it's made, and people can, if you're going to argue that Sekiro doesn't have souls in the title and therefore that makes it invalid as a Souls game, well, I mean, people consider Bloodborne doesn't have souls in the title, and people consider that a Souls game, so yeah. So, how about this, Soulsborne community? We are now going to call it Soulsborne Sekiro. No, Soulsborne Die Twice. Okay? Great. Good. Let's get into the review. Okay, I'll primarily go over gameplay, but I'd like to do a bit of an overview of the story. So basically, you're a ninja and you're the retainer of Lord Kuro, who has the Dragon's Heritage, which is basically immortality. It's kind of like the Dalai Lama, in a way. And also, Sekiro has basically diet immortality. It's like resurrection. Like when Sekiro dies, he resurrects from the dead. Okay. And at the beginning of the game, you fight Genichiro, who's trying to use the Dragon's Heritage to restore his country to honor. Yeah, and you fight him, and you get your arm chopped off, and he gets replaced by a prosthetic, and that leads beautifully to my first thing, and that what draws people to Sekiro is it's the new sort of thing that makes it distinguished from the other Souls game is that of your prosthetic arm, because you get cut off, like I said, and it gets replaced by a cool ninja prosthetic. It's it has a grappling hook, and you get different mods like a flamethrower, shurikens, all that good jazz. And also, I'd like to go over a thing that basically Sekiro isn't a very customizable game as other Souls games, because I'd like to go over this a little bit, but basically Sekiro has one of the things that make Souls games is that there's different builds. You could be a strength-wielding berserker macho sword. You have the Fume Knight sword and nothing on, or you could be this sorcerer. But in Sekiro, it's pretty limited in the fact that you're just a speedy ninja with cool stuff. I mean, that's not to say that there's no customizability. I mean, you have the different arts and that type of stuff, and prosthetics especially. But if you're looking for a more, I guess, traditional experience, go play Dark Souls, the Souls games, and Bloodborne. But what trades in customizability, it trades in for practicality. What I mean for this is that Sekiro is a speedy ninja. And basically he jumps high, he has a grappling hook, he can run, most Souls protagonists run fast, run slower than frozen molasses. But Sekiro, on the other hand, can just jog across the map in 5 seconds. And like, I mean, it's not without its limits. I mean, like major boss fights. I'm not going to get into that. Like major boss fights, you cannot like just sneak away. And also, stealth is a very important part of Sekiro. And the fact that you can't, like, stealth, like, you could just get rid of one phase of the boss fight and just deal with the original, okay? Alright. Also, I would like to go over, I'd like to go over some nitpicks, or, like, some things I could see as a deterrent, in a way. I mean, these cannot be necessarily seen as negatives, but one of the things that makes Sekiro may turn people off is that Sekiro is a completely solo experience. There is no way to summon other players. You know, you can't like invade worlds or have covenants, or there's no like giant score, like, you know. And it's a completely solo experience, and there's no sign, there's no invasions. But don't worry. I mean, it sounds bad, especially for people that's into that. So, but the thing that makes it up is that you can pause in the game. I mean, I know this sounds weird, like the praise a pause button, especially in RPG where it's like very, very common to have like a pause button. Like, I remember playing Final Fantasy 15, and like I just like I just completely change my equipment in like a split second. Like, oh god, like I don't know what I'm doing. This boss is extremely tough. I'll just switch out some weapons, just switch them out, and like use the actual one. Like I did a lot actually, but like in Sekiro you kind of do that, but like would you really want to? I mean, the pause button actually provides a good way of stopping the game. And also, here I'm on like basically the entire 3 minute. Like I was gonna stop the video here, but 10 minute. Like you gotta get like every YouTuber does it. Like you gotta extend the video to 10 minutes. But unlike people like Rice that's his name from now on. Rice like this is the reason why I consider myself a blessing, because I could just extend the video for 10 minutes and there would be a reasonable assumption. But unlike that, I have something to say, and that is the arts in the game. You see, other than prosthetics, you have martial arts like you learn throughout the game. And like basically, it's like your normal stuff, like cool sword attacks. Like some are really useful, like the Ichimonji, the Shadow Rush, the mortal, like the empowered mortal blade, that type of stuff. But the thing is, there's also passive skills like you get more loot and sen and all that good stuff. But one of the things that I consider like a very crappy thing to do is that some skills in some of these trees are skills you probably should have at the beginning, the beginning of the game. Like I mean, like the Makiri counter and anti-death airstrikes, that type of stuff. Like, it's like, think of it like this. Like, in Dark Souls, you must pay in order to have the ability to parry. Or, especially swimming. I mean, yes, like, you get, like, late game, like, when you're about to beat, like late in the game, like, diving, which, like, is really, like, one of, like, you could, like, dive and get some loot. I mean, I know, like, oh, there's another part of the map, but still. Like, it just, like, feels like some skills in the game, it feels like you should have them at the beginning. Like, this is especially apparent in like, you know, in second, like, apparent in, like in the Genichiro fight, like, it's 10 times, not only that you've done this really for, like, 4 times, I'm not going to say anything about the 4 times you counter Genichiro, but also you have other new skills, like, you can parry, Makiri counter, and all that stuff. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and tell your mother you love her. And subscribe to PewDiePie! Good day.